Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over the most frequently asked service dog questions. So I've had a service dog for 6 years. Well, had a service dog for 6 years. Caspian, come here. This is my lovely service dog, Caspian. He was a working service dog for me for 6 years, and I actually went ahead and retired him. So now he just stays at home all day and is very lazy. Very amazing dog. I know I'm biased, but still one of the most well-trained service dogs I've ever seen. You can see more videos about my service dog and why I retired him, what I used to use him for, and all of that on my channel. So be sure to check out my service dog playlist if you are new here. And I've also been making videos about service dogs for about 3 years. So I've narrowed it down to a list of about 10 different questions that I get asked the most here on YouTube and also in person as well. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I do make a lot of videos about all types of animals, but I do make a lot of dog videos and service dog videos. And you can go over to Instagram and Twitter where you can ask me questions about service dogs, and I'm going to include that in a future video. Before we get started with today's video, I do want to thank the sponsor of the video, and that is Biodegradables. Biodegradables is an eco-friendly alternative to using plastic bags for dog poop. Our world has a huge problem right now, too much plastic bag use, and it's threatening the environment. Biodegradables provides a home pet waste compactor and compost dog waste bags. This is a USDA certified bio-based product, 100% biodegradable, and breaks down waste within about 6 months. If you love animals, nature, and the environment, please consider using this compactor to cut down on the use of plastic waste. You and your pet can do small things like this to make the world a better place. So next time you pick up dog poop, consider how it's affecting the environment. So the first question is, what is a service dog? A service dog is a dog that has been trained to perform physical task work for an individual with a disability. So this means that the dog is trained to do certain things like help a person walk or remind a person to take their medication. And therapy dogs are often confused with service dogs. Therapy dogs are dogs that go to schools and hospitals to visit children. Service dogs do not go and visit children. They are trained for one individual person. So those are two different things. Is someone with a service dog blind? Now, I can't tell you how many times I've been asked straight to my face if I'm blind. Even here on YouTube, I've been asked that. No, service dogs are not just for people that are blind. That is a common disability that service dogs are trained for, but it's not just limited to that. In fact, there's a lot of disabilities that service dogs are trained to help, and a lot of those disabilities are actually called invisible disabilities, meaning that you can't actually see them. So, for example, you usually cannot see just by looking at someone if they have diabetes. And service dogs are trained to help people with diabetes. Are emotional support dogs service dogs? No, emotional support dogs are not service dogs, and they do not have the same rights. However, there are psychiatric service dogs that are trained to help people with mental and emotional disabilities. But the two are not to be confused. A service dog goes through months, even years of training, and they are granted full access rights by the United States government. An emotional support dog does not go through any training, and they do not perform any sort of physical action to help their owner. These dogs are granted the title by a licensed mental health professional, and they are not allowed to accompany their owners into any public settings where pets are not usually allowed. They are, however, allowed to live with their owner in a no-pet housing, but they are not service dogs, and they're also not protected by the Americans with Disability Act, while trained service animals are. Can other animals be service animals? The United States only recognizes 2 types of animals as service animals, and that is dogs and miniature horses. No other animal is protected by the federal government. What if I don't like dogs and I don't want a dog coming into my business? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you like dogs or not. You are required by the United States government to allow access to anybody with a service animal. You cannot discriminate, and if you do, there are very hefty fines and even jail time to pay. But as a business owner, you are protected and you do have rights. That's why I encourage business owners to do their research, read the ADA, and find out how you can protect your business from having fake service animals, because this is a huge problem all across the country. And you can also watch my video about fake service dogs and how to spot them. How can I make my dog a service animal? The answer is you probably can't. First of all, you do have to have a disability in order to have a service dog. Second of all, most pets are just not qualified and not capable of being a service dog. It's like trying to do a job that you're just not qualified for. Just because you love swimming does not mean that you should be on the Olympic team for swimming. So that's the same way with our pets. And it is very unfair to try to make a dog that is just not fit for the program go through the intense training. Where can I get a service dog? If you have a disability and you feel that your quality of life could be improved by having a service dog by your side, then you can do some research to find an agency that trains for the disability that you have. For example, a lot of times agencies specialize in one or two different types of disabilities. So there may be an agency that trains dogs for autism, and there may be a different agency that trains dogs for diabetes. This is the best way to find a service dog that's gonna be right for you and that is going to help you, since your life is going to be depending on your dog. Owner training is allowed, but it is not recommended, and this is better to leave to the professionals. Where's the best place to register my service dog? The United States federal government does not require for you to register your service animal, nor does it even offer that as an option for you. No one is allowed to ask you for registration, ID, or any type of paperwork. Some states do offer a registry, however, this is optional and it is not required, although I do recommend it. If you see a company online that's something like United States Service Dog Registry, this is a private company. It does not have any type of affiliation with the federal government, and it does not offer you any type of legal protection, and it does not make your pet a service animal. This is just a quick way for businesses to get some cash out of you without giving you anything at all. So it's basically like throwing your money away. And if you really do want to just give your money away, it's better for you to donate it to a charity. Why are fake service animals a bad thing? Fake service dogs are very dangerous. These animals have absolutely no training, and the owner just takes them around everywhere because they have a huge sense of entitlement and lack of education. There have been many instances in which fake service dogs have attacked real working service dogs, and this actually happened to me on a number of occasions. Very sad to say, almost every time we came across another service dog in public, it did try to attack Caspian. This is a very scary situation to be in, and this is why I made the video how to spot a fake service dog. If you are someone with a service dog, you need to be able to spot a fake service dog from far away before it actually gets close to your dog. This is for your safety, your dog's safety, and basically everybody else involved. The other very inconvenient thing is that these animals are so badly behaved that they give real service dogs a bad name. They go into a business and they pee everywhere and jump on the tables and bark and growl at the customers, and it's a bad experience for all those people. And so all those people, the people who are going into the business as customers, as well as the business owners, especially the business owners, they get this really bad idea about service animals, and then the next time a real team, a real service dog and person with disability go into the establishment, they give them a lot of grief. They don't want them there. They make it very difficult for them to go in. Very frustrating that these animals that are not trained, that these pets that people just don't want to leave at home, are causing so many problems for people who actually need that animal in order to have a quality of life. They're making that very difficult for them. Can I pet your service dog? No, service dogs cannot be pet while they are working. If you see a dog in a store with a vest on, just ignore it and move on with your day. You can ask, and some people will actually allow for you to pet and interact with the dog. Personally, my feelings on it is that I find it very annoying for people to ask if they can pet the dog, especially since my dog wears several very big signs that say do not pet. Besides the fact that I think that it's rude, it's also very distracting for a service dog. Service dogs need to concentrate on the job that they are doing, and when you reach out and grab them and pet them when they probably don't even want you to, you're distracting them from their job, and they can fail to alert their handler to a life-threatening situation. It's happened a lot of times where people do this and the owner ends up collapsing because the dog was not able to tell them what was going on with their health. And dogs need to understand that they are working. I've seen some people that always let other people interact with their service dog because they want to be nice. But the issue is that starts to confuse the dog, and it actually takes away some of their training. So the dog actually starts to behave poorly when going out with the handler because it does not understand the difference between working and having its own personal time for enjoyment. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and you can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!